So got a shocking news guys here. AI powered malware is now in reality. It's no more science fiction. So hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For years we have talked about AI powered malware, okay? As what if scenario, something in science fiction movie or something not in reality, okay? As how a malware can decide his output, and if a malware can have its brain. It's not possible, okay? But few days ago on Wednesday, last Wednesday, Google just discovered something and they named these three malwares as prompt flux and another two are there. Okay, it interacts with the artificial intelligence and it decides what to do, okay, on its own. It call using API and it can also use the local model, okay. So how it's working I will explain you, but see what it's using here Gemini 1.5 flash, okay. So they have discovered this. Now let's begin, okay. How and why and when, why this was discovered and how it's working in AI powered malware, the new frontier, okay, in cyber threats, okay. So this is not just one attack. Researchers have already found several families of AI powered malware. Okay, for your kind information, there are various kinds of it. Okay, so it is not only one, there are various kinds. This is not an attacker using GPT, okay, to help them write the code. It's something much more than that. This malware that has the AI inside of it, okay, it can make decisions on its own. Let's meet the big three that have been found so far, okay, by Google. First one is prompt flux, okay. Prompt flux, okay, what is it, what the name, scary name, this is a botnet, okay, but it's incredibly sneaky. It uses AI, specifically large language models or LLMs in short, to constantly change how it communicates with command and control server, okay. So it changes itself how we can command or connect to the server, okay. It changes the pattern. Imagine in scenario like trying to listen to a spy who creates a new brand new language every 10 seconds. A person who can speak every new language in 10 seconds, how you can communicate with it, how you can understand that person, okay. So now secondly is prompt steal, okay. It also has a different unique feature and power. This is an information stealer, that's why it's steal, but it's smart. Instead of just grabbing every file, it uses AI to read and understand your real time data, okay. It can look all your file behavior and know this is just junk, but this is financial report, this is not the password he want the file information, okay. It he takes all the file information and send to it and changes the way it looks, okay. Now there is prompt lock, okay. It is also a new one. This is next generation of ransomware. It uses AI to profile its victim. It can scan your system, find financial data and figure out exactly how much money your organization is worthing. So it's doing OSINT type of thing. So a malware can do this, but now the malware has the capacity of doing this, okay. Now the second slide is there, which deals with highlighting the Google, ESET and Microsoft, okay. So how did we even find this step? So how did they discover this? Okay, it was a huge team effort, okay. Basically groups like Google Threat Intelligence and Google ESET Research, they did it finding with normal activities. They find it by spotting weird behavior. Yeah, behaviors are only now can be recognized as everything else is now vanished. It can't be catched by traditional malware. In that case the new malware is much more advanced, so only behavior can be focused on that. They catch this, okay. They saw infected computer making strange outbound calls to AI websites like Hugging Faces and OpenAI. They also noticed malware that would have completely different code signature. Okay, now the signatures are also changing. Okay, the hashes signatures are also changing. Now the trapdoor will also not work for malware. Okay, now here the malware is generating new malicious scripts. Okay, right in computer memory scripts are getting generated. Okay, so how much risky and how much malicious is it's now? Okay, the new one, new malware. Now, next slide, highlighting the different actor types. Okay, so here, who is using this new powerful weapon and why probably they will use? Okay, so the new powerful weapon can be used, it can be okay, it can be used by state sponsored groups. We are talking about groups like APT28 or Fancy Beer, like that. Okay, these are spying and Lazarus group, okay, using it to get a better at stealing cryptocurrency. Okay, so they can steal cryptocurrency much more better manner, so that they can use this. Okay, yeah, you can also use this, but everyone can use this. I will also discuss about this. Organized crime, this is big one. Criminal groups are already selling this as a ransomware as a service. As I told, I will discuss this. This is also getting sold as a ransomware as a service. As we are currently engaging in the video, you are seeing this video, you are getting new things to learn. Someone is getting this malware injected in their machine. Okay, so this is how it's getting worked. It is now as a service, ransomware as a service. There are software as a service, infrastructure as a service. Okay, now backend as a service, but there is something now as a ransomware as a service. Be aware, guys, now the new era is begin here. Now next slide is something, the technical thing. Okay, here we will discuss how does this work and how to put an AI inside malware. Okay, how it's working. See, simply I want to explain this. Okay, in a very simple manner. This is simple way. The malware has a phone. Think of it like malware has a phone. Traditional malware has a phone. It makes a direct call. Okay, call. It making a call to the internet public AI service like OpenAI or Hugging Faces. Hugging Faces OpenAI provide free services, open AI services, okay, and says, hey, write me a new version. Basically, Hugging Faces provide this. Now there will be a prompt. If the malware is using API, there will be a prompt. It will go there and it will ask like, write me a new version of myself. Here is some data, find the passwords and make me unique, make me change my identity. So he is changing his identity, the malware is changing its identity. It's for API method, first one. Okay, now the second one is AI model integration method. Okay, now the local method is much more fascinating. It is much more, what to say, it will shock you. The local method is using a much scarier. The malware brings AI with it. Okay, here I will discuss the AI enabled capabilities. The malware brings AI with it. It carries a small, efficient offline AI model like GGUF file. Okay, it's a small AI model running in it without need of any internet connection. It will run in offline mode and it will do all its operation. So now the infinity loop graphic which shows here, okay, in next slide, which is showing the infinity loop graphic. Here is the part that changes everything, the game over traditional antivirus. Okay, here the loop is like the malware executes, it sends its own code to an AI model. The AI asks to rewrite me completely. It's asking AI to rewrite me completely, and the variable name changed, function order change, everything. A new malware is there, but the task is same. Okay, so a new person is there, but the person will do murder. But the person is wrong. Okay, but the new person is there. Okay, so we are just cloning. The malware is just cloning himself, and the old one is dying. Okay, the AI generates a brand new 100% unique variant of malware. Okay, and the old one will be died, and the new one will be there with new signature and new looks and new ways of doing things, but the things will be same. He will be bad and doing the same thing. Okay, which the old one was doing. and the malware deploys a new version of itself and deletes the old one. As I told, it will delete the old one and the new version and new one will be there, but the task will be same. He will be doing the same task there also. Okay, and this loop will repeat again and again. That's why it's an infinity loop I am showing in the diagram. Over and over this loop will go on. Think about how antivirus works. Okay, it uses a signature like a fingerprint, okay, to identify bad file, but here the signature is changing itself. Now think, you have a disease. Now doctor will analyze and he will find that these are the symptoms and this will be the disease. Now the symptoms are only changing within seconds or minutes, then how any doctor will understand that what disease do you have? In it is the same case here, malware is changing himself again and again. Okay, so how dangerous it is now, see. Now the next slide is recon and encryption. Okay, now, and it's now just shape changing. Okay, shape shifting. It is something like the AI brain lets the malware do other smart things. Okay, just in time script generation. Okay, now just in time script generation, instead of carrying a big obvious toolbox of bad tools, the malware generates them. Okay, and the last second, at the last very movement, the malware can generate them. See, now he has a power that he can make his own weapon. How powerful it is now. Okay, he can make his own weapon at the very second he will find it. Okay, it scans your system, sees you have a specific vulnerability, and then asks the AI that write me a custom exploit, okay, for this specific target, and he will get a custom exploit, okay, for that particular target, which will run in your memory. Okay, the malicious code only exists in memory for a moment. Okay, after that it will be gone. Okay, intelligent recon. Now intelligent reconnaissance is the AI can read your documents and emails to understand context. Obviously he will get the logs, he will understand, the AI will understand, he will give the malware the instructions, and it is going on working simultaneously. Now you will think that we will cut the internet. Now the local model is also there. I just explained you a few minutes ago that the local model will don't need any network to work. Okay, he will work on its own. A very small model is there in AI GGUF, as I told, GGUF. Okay, it will work simultaneously without any need of internet connection. So how dangerous it's now. Okay, now it is not just searching for password text, it's searching for its like a financial report or sensitive client info. It will work like that. Now the adaptive ransomware is something like that prompt lock malware we talked about. It uses its AI to generate perfectly written ransom note. Okay, so it will ask you for ransomware on something like that. Okay, by stealing the information, by getting any videos or any type of sensitive information from your device, and then he will ask for ransom. Okay, detection and mitigation strategies. So how we can detect it? Okay, so very bad news is that traditional solutions don't work here. Traditional solutions, I mean to say, like signature based antivirus, falls because the signature is always changing here. In this case, every expert I have talked, they tell me one thing, that use signature based detection and malware will be catched. Use trapdoor and the malware will be catched, but in this case it fails because the signature is also changing every 10 seconds or a minute. Then how anyone can catch it? Static analysis fails here because the malicious code doesn't exist until it's generated at a runtime. Okay, statically we can't do this. Okay, it is also changing. That's not possible. Network signature fails here because the AI generated communication protocols are always changing. He uses different protocol, and then again we are seeing that different protocol is getting used, so there will be a confusion and nothing else. Now the new solution for this is we have to look for, we doesn't have to look for bad files. Now we need to start looking for bad behavior. Okay, now be aware to look for bad behavior. This is called to behavioral analysis, UEBA. Okay, this new security system don't care what a file is. they care what it does. They ask question like, if there is a calculator installed in your calculator application installed in your phone, now why is trying to open an open API or Hugging Face website? Okay, why a calculator will need it? See the behavior. Now why Microsoft Word is suddenly scanning the entire network? See the behavior. Why it will scan the network there? Okay, so see the behavior here. Why is one program using a ton of memory? Why one program or game file is using a ton of memory? See the victim, see what is triggering here, see the behavior. Now the behavioral pattern can only catch this malware. There is no such solution for this till now, any perfect solution, but these are the behavioral solution to see that, yeah, you are being attacked and you are being compromised to this. Okay, it is AI versus AI. Now the future outlook and strategic implementation is like, we have moved from AI as a development tool for hackers now. Okay, so to AI as a core component inside the malware itself is now AI is there. And the near future is autonomous malware, and attack that can make its own decisions. Okay, there are predictions that, yeah, malware will be becoming somehow a human. It can take all its decision. 50 to 60% is there, and much more, so for 30-40% will be in near future, that it will look around, find crowd jewels and start steal them and cover it tracks. It will do everything. Okay, the malware has that capacity. The four takeaways I want to give you: one is, this is not a test. AI powered malware is real now. Okay, it is the world, it is in the wild. Okay, it's going on now and it's being used right now. Secondly, signature based detection is obsolete now. You must shift to a behavioral detection and analysis, as I told. Thirdly, start monitoring your network for unauthorized access to AI infrastructure. This is your new best early warning system. And fourth, prepare for autonomous threats. Your defense plans need to account for an attacker, okay, that can think and adapt faster than any human. Okay, this is a huge topic, as if I carry on with it, it will not end. Okay, we will be diving into the technicals in future videos in much more deeper manner. Okay, make sure you subscribe if you got a very informative information about all this and new cybersecurity threats. So be with me, and I will be sharing you with new threats and new landscape of cybersecurity, as there is something new going on. Okay, and it will be there. We need to be aware as per the situation. So be active and be secured, be aware. Okay, thanks for watching. Meet you next video. Till then, bye.